Hi everybody, welcome to week 6 of your research course. Yes, we're over halfway, we're coming down to the final stretch. Okay, so this week I'm coming to you from Maui, but I can't show you any wonderful pictures because it's pouring outside. But maybe during the week I'll be able to upload a few, so we'll see how it goes. All right, DQs this week. So first we're going to talk about type 1 and type 2 errors, and you'll kind of see how we address type 1 and type 2 errors is really kind of what we had talked about a little bit in there's pros and cons to everything we do in research, and everything we try to balance out by doing one thing, it can impact another thing. So it'll be interesting to have a discussion about that this week. Okay, in the second DQ, we're going to talk about statistics. Luckily, we don't have to perform any. And I'm going to try my best. I'm pretty sure I have a table that might be able to help you out a little bit when you're looking at these various types of statistics. Some can only be used with different types of data, like nominal data, ordinal data, things like that. And then others, it really depends on how many variables you're trying to measure, like within an experiment. So I'll be posting some information to help you with that. But I think it will also impress upon you that if you're doing anything besides a very simple quantitative research project that just involves mean and median, that kind of thing, that you definitely want to employ a statistician. And you really want to get the statistician involved from the very beginning of the research so that you're sure that you have an adequate sample size and the type of data that you need in order to use the statistics to show what you want to show based on your research questions. So I think we'll be learning a lot of good stuff about that this week. Okay, you just turned in your CLC research tables, which I can't wait to see. I'm really looking forward to that. Some teams seem to be a little more collaborative. Some teams seem to be still struggling to pull everything together. So just please remember the effort that you put into your CLC group is going to affect everybody's grade in the group, not just yours. So anything you can do to help pull that together so that everybody does well, that would be wonderful. Okay, so this coming week, you're going to have the second portion of your quantitative and quantitative article critiques due. Okay, so we'll still be using box 5.2 and box 5.3 and chapter 5 in your textbook. All right, now if you had problems with part 1 of the critique, I tried really hard to give you some detailed feedback about where the issues were. Okay, if you have any questions about that, please send me a note in your individual forum. I want those to be resolved before we go on to part 2. Part 2 gets a little trickier. We're getting into a little more of the nitty-gritty of the research rather than things like the title and the abstract. Okay, so just to remind everybody, you're going to answer every single question in the assigned portions of box 5.2 and box 5.3. You're going to tell me your answer, and then you're going to briefly tell me why your answer. So you can't just tell me, yes, I agree that the author did this. You have to tell me that, but you also have to give me a little bit of information about why, okay, why you feel that way. Okay, so I think that's about it on that front. So we're moving right along. We'll be finishing up the CLC projects as we flow along. I would really encourage you to look ahead to those CLC, the rest of the CLC kind of components, so that you know the things that you need to find yet, maybe as far as research or ideas that you need to come up with about implementation. So I would encourage you to look ahead at that. The individual assignments are pretty straightforward. You're just going to answer more questions in box 5.2 and box 5.3. All right, guys, I think that's about it. Looking forward to seeing you in the main forum, and looking forward to your responses again this week. See you soon.